just a business. There is power in being able to capture stories and being on a journey. And to the details. Really caring about the customer feedback.
On 5. Step back right 2. Go shot 2.
Team 33 is a outside broadcast company.
Veteran actor.
Go shot 5. Go shot 5.
We specialize in delivering top-notch multi-camera event coverage and live streaming services.
Welcome to Lagos. Welcome to the Mobolaji Johnson Arena. We are here for the Nigerian National League and just the second match day since the second stanza of the season began. Today we've got the home side, the Elephant Boys of First Bank FC up against the Rice Boys of Abakaliki FC. It is match day 11 of the Conference B standings as far as the NNL is concerned. And these two teams are ready to slug it out here today in this encounter. My name is Emmanuel Sebastian, here to take you through this game alongside my co-commentator Azubike Onicha. Well, Azu, welcome to this game. Conference B, the Nigerian National League, First Bank against Abakaliki FC.
An interesting fixture, I tell you, Manny. Good to be here to actually be on coverage for this particular one. Abakaliki FC looking to top that table if they win today as the first playing ahead of Sporting Lagos. And if they get to that victory, to be 21 points for them, 1 point above Sporting Lagos, and that's why they're pushing really hard. Coming away to play in Lagos against the Elephant Boys will be a difficult one for them. Although they are used to this terrain already, they played the Federation Cup final on the same stadium where they lost them to Kwara United just a couple of months back. So it's something they can do. Yes, not the same coach, but something interesting has happened, and it looks like they've actually improved. They really want to come to the Nigeria Premier Football League. That's the push, and I think the Ebonyi State government and the governor has really been supportive to the team. First Bank, on the private side, are really looking to get off that situation that they find themselves. So let's see how it pans out at the end of the day.
All right, talking about these two sides, well, they came out for their warm-ups earlier on, and it is a game that looks like a must-win for the two sides. For First Bank, sitting rock bottom in that Conference B standings. Stark contrast to the target that they set out for themselves just at the start of the season. I mean, both teams at the tail end of the table, you know, and Abakaliki FC, like you mentioned, I mean, if they win today, they go second. Aqua United currently stayed up on 22 points. Abakaliki FC currently on 18 points. So it's a game they need to win. I mean, the target for the visitors here today, ahead of the NNL season, was to gain promotion into the MPFL. You already talked about Abakaliki FC and the Federations Cup they played here last time out. Had they won that final against Kwara United, they would be playing on the continent despite being relegated to the third tier of the Nigerian Football League system. So, I mean, they tested what it was like to play against an MPFL side. So they want to be there next season. That's the target for them this season.
It's a huge target for them. And you saw the way they played football. They were the boogie team. They were the team that surprised a lot of teams.
Giant killers.
The giant killers, actually. And they became boogie teams, actually, to some other teams. So in the end, it's beautiful stuff they've done. And what a joy. All they need to do is just top the table and qualify directly to the MPFL with the new formats that has been introduced. So they have something to push for, and they understand how easy it is. And Super 4 will also be a target for them. So maybe they don't win the title. All they just want is at least get to the MPFL. And we just want to see how they're going to work this out. Some good football last season and some improvement from what we've seen this season also. You know, they did well in the Federations Cup, but couldn't do so well in the league. But now we're seeing confidence in them again. And traveling has been a good thing for them. So let's see how they run it this time around.
Well, talking about the formats for promotion, we're going to touch on that as we go into this game. But we are set for kickoff. The second stanza of the 2025-2026 NLL season continues here in Lagos, and the stakes could not be any higher. In a match that promises to be a lively affair, First Bank FC, languishing at the very bottom of the Conference B table, host the promotion chasing Abakaliki FC, who are luxuriating in third place as it stands close to realizing their promotion dreams. The Mobolaji Johnson Arena is bracing itself for this match day 11 encounter between these two sides. The Ebonyi Warriors, like I love to reference them, all the Rice Boys are their fondly called, are fueled by their winning starts to the second half of the season just exactly 7 days ago today. They take on the beleaguered Banker, the Elephant Boys, who are staring the abyss of relegation straight in the face. Captain of both sides just ready for the pre-match formalities alongside our center referee for today's fixture. Just as we about to get set for kickoff, the atmosphere, the noise just got higher. Our center referee today is Awoyinka Deji from Kwara State, but just before I'm going to take you through the starting lineups of these two sides. For the home side, Fekban FC, they've got Ademola Adenali in goal, Salahuddin Ishmael, Mohamed Lawal, Sadari Ibrahim, Owolabi, Samson Obu, Abdul Rahman, and Matthew Onoja. Players prosecute this game for the home side, Fekban FC, and for the visitor, Abakaliki FC, they made just 2 changes to got off to a fly in the second stand. Time at home against Thomas FC, captain of the side and man of the match in that game against Thomas is this man you can rightly see on your screen, Alao Friday. We're hoping to lead the side to victory. 2 of the changes are Chidera Okeke and also the old man who has been restored to the lineup for this fixture, signed from Lobby Stars or Fokansi Michael. The 2 changes for the head coach of the side are the helms on the interim, but with the job he's done so far, you wonder what will come of the decision come the end of the NNL season. Once again, our center referee come the end of the NNL season. Once again, our center referee is Awoyinka Deji from Kwara State. Will be assisted by Abdulaziz Taufik, Adebayo Adebola, and also that man who will be among the 4 officials. His name is also dished out there by our graphics team, as you can see. His name is Adeyemi Akim, also from Ogun State. Well, this is the home side, First Bank FC, looking all bright in their white attire. And they've got Abakaliki FC donning their away kits today, looking all bright. A touch of yellow and navy blue tops and shorts. These 2 teams will be hoping that they play bright football, as bright as their kits in this fixture. The fixture. Almost ready for kickoff. Both head coaches keen on the action, hoping that 3 points will be what will be celebrated come the end of 90 minutes in this fixture. Well, as you've seen the lineups of the 2 sides, who's the money on? Come.
A top one. You want to look at what the away team have come to do. And Star Blossom is going to be looking to do something great on this one. The coach of the away side coming in strong and with that mindset that they can do something right here. Away side coming in strong and with that mindset that they can do something right here. Star Blossom Easter, a great coach who has shown that he respects the man who he took over from, and is still confident that he can take the team to the heights they're supposed to be. And it makes it really interesting. And for Yusuf Adesina playing on his own home soil, it's not been the best of times for him. He wants to turn things around. And you just need 1 game to turn things around. And maybe this might just be the game for First Bank. So talking about who to put my money on, Manny, I think it's going to be a tough one. I'll just let the 11 boys on the pitch on both sides decide what it looks like. Maybe in the first 20 minutes, we should be able to get a clearer picture of where this game is going to swing.
The home side, First Bank FC, hoping to get, I want to say, the 2nd win of the NNL season. It's been a tough season for the Bankers. Rock bottom in the Conference B standings, like I mentioned earlier, and currently having accrued just 4 points after 10 match days into the season. Ahead of this match day 11 encounter, just 1 win, 1 draw for this First Bank side as they get to take on Abakaliki FC in this fixture, who currently on 18 points on the log. Our center referee just getting ready to set the ball rolling in this match day 11 encounter. Once again from Kwara State, Awuyinka Deji. Pre-match audibles from both teams. Abakaliki FC not new to this stuff. Like you mentioned earlier on, lost the Federations Cup final here against Kwara United on penalties after a 0-0 draw at the end of regular time. Hoping to pick maximum points ahead of your return back to Ebonyi State. Their first visit to Lagos this season. They've still got Sporting Lagos to play here. And this is just, you want to say, a test of what to expect when the noisy Lagosians host the Rice Boys in subsequent games.
That game might just go on to be one of the deciders of who wins this B title, because it's going to be a tough one. Both of them understand what it takes to be on top. It's just one team separating both of them. But look at what Abakaliki FC have in front of them. They know what it takes to get here. Aqua United is just between them. Another team looking to get back into the NPFL. So coming to Lagos to be another chance for them to get the result. So it's going to be really interesting to see how this will end at the end of the day.
The bankers are desperate, they're hungry, and they are determined to salvage some pride in what's been a calamitous season. Or can they pull off a miraculous upset and spark a late season resurgence? Or will Abakaliki FC seize the points and edge tantalizingly closer to their top flight ambitions? We are on the way in Lagos. The visitors attacking from right to left, crossing to the box, headed out. Showing their attacking intent at the early stages of this game. Confident play, flicks here and there, just shy of 2 minutes into this fixture. And then swinger into the box to the goal kick for the home side.
That's what you do when you're confident. One thing lacking for First Bank is the fact that they don't have that home support. The 12th man is lacking, but they've got the fanfare still on the side. That should be some level of motivation. And you see Abakaliki coming to play with all the confidence they need in a game like this. So I love the fact that they started well, slicky, trying to also show that skills are part of the game, not just going on to score goals. And they're doing so well on that left side. A good move from the start already.
Four conferences in the NNL season. Got Conference A, B, C, and D. These two teams currently in Conference B. As you touched on the promotion format earlier on, there's a new promotion format this season. It's moved from the regular Super 8, and this time the top 4 teams from the 4 conferences who will be qualifying directly to the Nigerian Premier Football League next season. And aside that, there will still be a Super 4 to determine who the champions of the NNL will be. What do you make of these changes? Is the Super 8 something you wanted to see continue, or this new format is just the best for teams qualifying to the NPFL?
It's a dicey one. It has the advantage and the disadvantage side. But I think they must have checked some things and understood that let's just have these teams do well, top the table, win the league, and go on to play the Super 4. The only challenge is that it doesn't give the team that finishes second another advantage to qualify for the league. But I think it's a league format and a round-robin system, so let it work the way it is. And the only reason the 4 teams will be playing again is to look for the title winner, the champion of the NNL itself, after 4 of them have won their conferences in that sense. But at the same time, it just makes it tougher if you check it out. It makes it tougher. No team is saying was satisfied with second. You have to go all out till the last day of the game and till the last minute of each encounter.
No free kick for Abakaliki FC. Goal kick for First Bank FC. The referee had a clearer view of that incident. Decided to play in with the advantage for the home side. 3 minutes into this game, still First Bank FC nil, Abakaliki FC nil. A Conference B clash. as these two teams continue to aim for their respective targets. Abakaliki FC beginning the second stanza of the season with that 1-0 win at home to Stormers. The home side, First Bank, beginning on a losing note. Away defeat to Ekiti United, where they lost by 2-1. Free kick for the visitors, taken short. Interception in the end, corner kick for the visitors. That interception was indeed timely, coming from Tochukwu Ishagu. First score of the game, if I'm not mistaken, just 4 minutes into this time. Can the visitors make this one count? This is going to be an outswinger. Of course, 7 blue shirts in the box. Corner comes in. Oh, a mistimed kick there from Aleke Jude. And now, can they go on a break now? First Bank, not too many options forward. Now the bodies are coming forward now. Possession on the right-hand side, cross into the box. A chance to hit this one, decided to go for his favorite rights. Slight deflection, but no worries, says the man in goal. Lachuku Pascal.
Some good deflection right there, slowing down the pace of that ball, making it easier for the goalkeeper to handle. And just recently we saw a handball, clearly.
Spotted by the referee. Both teams are gradually trying to get into the game. Deloni, the goalkeeper, decided to play to his centre-back, who goes long. Showing all the urgency now, First Bank. Here's Sadiq Onariwaju, playing our right back today. You just have to assume he's done in the number 2 shirt, so a good possession spell. This is for the home side. Here's Sadiq. Goes long. The one-time pass just couldn't connect. Throwing for the visitors. The visitors rewarded handsomely for their run to the Federations Cup final last season by the state governor. Cash prize of 1 million naira each for making it all the way to the final. Not just making it to the final, is how they got there, defeating teams like 2 times CAF Champions League winners in Enyimba, Nasarawa United, and also current MPFL table toppers, Ikorodu City, along the way last time out. But here they come. Can they get the opener in this game? Oh, a poor pass in the end. But the referee has spotted an infringement. It's a free kick for Abakaliki FC. Now the card is out for Sadiq, much to the displeasure of his teammates. First caution of this game. It has gone to the right back of the home side. And this might just be a chance from a promising position for the Rice Boys as they continue to protest that decision.
It looked like there was real contact. Oh, clearly now you see where the touch was, and it still keeps moving. Aleke. I think the referee most likely didn't get that one very clear. The players actually surrounded, so it looked like there was a contact on that man. Uche, promise. He made a good run right there, but I think he sold it to the referee, and the referee bought the idea. Advantage for him, free kick. At the same time, the yellow card, I think, was harsh on the player. He noticed that there was a certainty that he had made a mistake. He had a man just to his right to have the pass to him, and you could see his teammate telling him there was a time he would have just released that pass and would have been talking about a goal right now. It's more certain than a free kick.
It's about 20 yards from goal. Can they make this one count? Lake Jude looking like the favourites to hit this one. The wall has been positioned for the home side. 9 minutes on the clock. Lake Jude to strike. Decided to go for placement. Got the elevation too high. Goal kick for First Bank.
Looked brilliant, just a bit higher than planned. Aleke Jude and going with a bit of a chip, lobbing that one over the wall, as we can see, to the left of the goalkeeper, just looking to drop it. But it would have been an easy save also for the goalkeeper. At least he would have been able to push that one out. There was no force to it, and that's where I feel there was a challenge. He should do better next time.
Boyne State Governor Francis Owifuru just excited for the boys that run last season. You don't get such runs and don't play top flight football in the country. Free kick for First Bank comes in the box. A poor clearance on the strike. Oh, the goalkeeper made himself big in that situation to make the save. A first real sight-out goal for the home side. And now they've got some defending to do in this situation. Here's Aleke Jude. Back to Onoha Promise, twisting and turning. This time ball to the right-hand side. Not the best of passes. Well dealt with by Tochukwu. Now the throwing for First Bank. Much better from the home side in the last couple of minutes.
I think they're pushing forward. They also know how important this would be for them, getting the goal first. That confidence booster. That's what they're trying to get right now. They've not shown that they are so organized, but at least they are forcing their way through, whichever way it is. You still see Abakaliki KFC looking more like the composed team, even though they've not taken advantage of the little they've done. 11 minutes is a fairly good time to assess what the team can do. But like I said, I want to wait till the 20th minute to have a clearer picture of who will look more likely to win this game, even though it's not enough to judge.
Hello, Friday, keeping that one in play. Man of the match, the 1-0 win against Thomas in Boyne State. Hoping to replicate that performance here today away from home. As Deloni for the Bankers. Salahuddin Ismail, that right hand side to Tochukwu Ishagu. Just exchanging passes there. This time the ball over the top into the box. Now dealt with. Clear T safety. For just joining us is match day 11 of Conference B in the NNL standings. First Bank FC, the home side, against Abakaliki FC, the visitors. The teams like Aqua United, Sporting Lagos, Australian United, Kitty United, Gosula Pabi FC, Stormers FC, all vying for a place in the NPFL next season, all in Conference B.
Looks like one of the toughest in the 4 conferences. where you have teams of that magnitude playing against each other. Sporting Lagos came into the league some 2 seasons ago. Unfortunately, they were relegated. They are looking to do everything to get back into the league again. Aqua United were also in the league, relegated. So it's a battle for
MPFL champions in 2021,
yeah,
Aqua United.
Yeah, it's a battle for everything. So it's just painful but true that one of these guys will not be in the league. One of Abakaliki FC, one of Sporting Lagos, and one of Aqua United at least will not be in the league next season. That's one reality, and that's why I mentioned the Super 8 thingy. So maybe having an opportunity to have at least 2 teams to compete, and then we'll now pick the final 4. But I also like this idea, putting everybody on their toes from the start. You have to be prepared if you really want to be in the MPFL.
Aqua United looking to make it back to the top flight at the first time of action. Now to take on Stormers SC. Play on says the referee now. First Bank will try to come forward. Friedman spotted. Free kick for the Bankers. Foul on Mohamed Lawal. Taken quickly. Another foul, this time for the forward. The yellow card is out. It's going to be cautioned, looks like it. And he gets it. Michael for the visitors. For Kansi Michael. He's got top flight experience with Lobby Stars last season.
Clearly poor tackle. Charlie had it was a nudge from the back. He was completely beaten. I think he had to just stop that attack.
Talking about Lobby Stars. Currently in Conference C, as they also try to make it back to the top flight at the first time of action. Currently fourth in the Conference C standings, 8 points below Doma United. Here comes Abakaliki FC now. They've got the bodies forward. Can the strike comes in just too high. He should be disappointed with that attempt. Chidera Okeke.
Really too high a strike that was. Should be doing better with what we expect. That was just completely off it from Chidera. Had a clear pass into him, nobody stopping him. At least he should be able to force a save from the goalkeeper, but hit that one like a rugby strike. Completely agricultural.
One of the 2 changes for the Rice Boys heading into this game. Surely we'll be hoping to repay the fate of the manager.
He's shown that's got some good positioning. It's just for him to take advantage of being in that position in the final third, putting the ball in the back of the net, or at least putting some pressure on the opposing team, the home team first back.
Our goalkeeper coming off his line there to make that clearance. Such instances need to be timed to perfection. "17 minutes. You can make that 18 into this tie. Still no goals to report from the Mobilizer Johnson Arena from this match day 11 clash between the Elephant Boys and the Rice Boys. Interesting that alliance there, Rice Boys of Abakaliki FC. For First Bank, Elephants, you can understand. Well, I don't know if you've got some insight about the Rice Boys.
If Declan Rice can be a footballer, why shouldn't we have Rice? And they actually produce Rice in Abakaliki. That's where the idea actually came from. So the best thing to do is just to promote their brand or what they are known for as an export, as a name for the club side representing the state.
Fokansi Michael down on the turf. His first start for the club, signed ahead of the
I think he pulled something there, but still went on to continue. He was stretched on that left leg. I think it's something that's got to do with the Hercules. We hope he gets back to continue the game.
one of 6 new signings ahead of the second stanza of the season for Abakaliki FC. A much needed reinforcement that the head coach felt was needed for the promotion push.
As much as they signed, they also let 1 or 2 players go. Rangers also taking advantage from the MPFL to pick one of the youngsters earlier. So as they pick your players, you also do as much as you can to reinforce. That makes it all football. You don't remain in one place.
A strike, team in the end. Easy catch for Adelani in goal. Decided to hit that one time. It was a poor hit, but found his man. And this time the whole read pass from Lawal Mohammed. And it's rolled all the way out for a goal kick for the visitors.
Yes,
you wonder why the urgency?
Yes, well, First Bank to be doing well. You had all the time on the wall. You got the ball. I think he was just expecting his attacker to make that run for a true ball. But he was deciding to take it slow. 2 different mindsets at that situation.
Ball given away in a delicate area. First Bank trying to take advantage now. We've got possession on the right hand side. Great defending there from Hello Friday. As he prevented the nutmeg attempt there from Paul Ogunkoya of First Bank. Possession back to Adelani. Closed down by Aleke Jude, but calmly done. As now they try to play out from the back. There's been a game shy of clear-cut chances.
Something will happen for sure. I think in a bit you start seeing those chances come. Players are still trying to settle themselves and get used into the game. A bit of errors happening from both sides, more from First Bank actually. And you wonder sometimes when they have when they're in a position to make those clear-cut moves, they have some poor decisions. Players not thinking in the same direction. A lot of questions have to be answered as soon as possible. Because once this Abakaliki FC team gets the first goal, it's hard to take over or get back into the game again with what they've shown so far.
Foul on Chidera Okeke. Free kick for the Rice boys. This time advantage for the Bankers right in front of the referee. Infringements now coming in after the 20th minute mark in this game. Over the top. Offensive header. Throwing for First Bank. Throw taking a chance to whip one into the box. Cleared out for another throw-in. The home side now piling up the pressure on the visitors. Cross from Lawal, blocked. Still in possession. He's got another chance to send another cross, and this time he comes in. The goalkeeper timed that one brilliantly. And a beautiful claim there from Edochukwu Pascal. one of a handful of players who was in that lineup in that Federations Cup final against Kwara United.
Actually brilliant all day in that game. And you know, goalkeepers are always very much loyal to teams most times. They don't just make moves anyhow. And that's why you see that man, Pascal, still very much with the side. Hopefully looking to help his team to the NPFL this season.
Still awaiting the very first goal in this game. Oh, nicely done to the middle. Great touch. Striding forward now on that right hand side. Across into the box. This one looks promising. A cushion header. Now they've got possession at the edge of the area. Across to the far side. Kept alive. The cutback comes in. Can they send another danger ball into the box? Looks good. The header. Oh, danger not entirely cleared. Oh, the referee sounds his whistle for infringement. Advantage for the home side. Just when Onoha was set to pull the trigger. It's a head injury, looks like it. 2 players down. Salahuddin just helping himself back on his feet.
That was really close for the Rice boys. Just one header into the back of the net. But you must give it to the defense. That was some brilliant cross. Gets to him so well, and all he needed to do to get was to get the ball. But the defender stood tall. We would have been talking about the first goal in this game, but that's just how it happens. When you don't get there as soon as you should, you get to face some challenges. And that man was really close to getting that goal. Joseph Onwuzurigbo rose really high, but I think rising he hit his opponent, the first back, right back.
$20 minutes left till normal time in the first 45. And after a slow start to this tie, the bankers gradually growing into this game. It's really been a dreadful season for First Bank FC. It began the NNL season in the Conference V with 5 straight losses before picking up their first point here against Thomas. They played a 1-1 draw. Picked up their first win of the season under the now departed ex-international Dukudi here against AKT United. Just the 4 points they've amassed all season that have seen them rock bottom of the Conference B standing for a club who recently gained promotion to the NNL in 2024 by finishing top in their group in the Nationwide League 1, the NNL playoffs. Maintained their status in 2025, headed into the season gunning for promotion, but it's been the opposite story so far. Got a chance from this corner, whipped with force straight into the lobes of Pascal.
I don't think it decided to actually get that ball to these players. Hit that one almost ready to the goalkeeper, Mohamed Lawal. Should be doing better with such a cross. Goalkeeper standing really tall, and it was an easy save for him. Ball coming to his gloves. Falling kindly to him, and took advantage as quickly as possible to just rescue that one. Hello, Chuku Pascal.
NLO Group winners 2024, earning promotion to the NNL. First Bank FC Also, CBN or Nigeria Financial Institutions Cup multiple times champion, notably in 2018 and 2020. With the First Bank through this football club, or more like depicting commitments to the nation beyond finance. There's a chance, the strike comes in on target. Well, the goalkeeper almost fluffed his lines there. Right smile from Pascal. Knew what could become of that had that error happened.
I love the fact that I recognized he almost made a mistake, and that was some good control right there. He knew he had no option to cut in and from that situation. The best thing he had to do was just track that one from that distance. Unfortunately, there was no chance for him to get that one into the back of the net. What a pain for him, Paul Ogunkoya, the striker for First Bank.
Great through ball, rolled a cut back to no white shirt, no blue shirts rather. Cleared by the defense of the Bankers. Nicely done, heavy touch, possession regained. Now back to Pascal.
I think the issue has been communication up front, players not moving at the same time. Joseph making that cross again, and there was nobody, and I think he also rushed. Sometimes you have to hold on to the ball to be sure that you have a player before releasing the ball. Abakaliki FC wasted that chance once again.
Half an hour into this encounter here at the Mobolachi Johnson Arena. Still First Bank FC nil, Abakaliki FC nil. Match day 11, Conference B of the Nigerian National League. Interesting to see which 4 teams from the 4 conferences will make it to the top flight next season. But as far as the MPFL is concerned, some heavyweight names currently in that relegation zone, including the mistake from the goalkeeper, saved by his defense. Oh, this just took me off guard, just when you thought that could have been an easy catch. Saved by his centre back there, Dylan. He just greasing his gloves now.
You know, when you make mistakes, you always find something to make up. I think that's what
Exactly.
Ademola Adelani did right there. It was a very poor save. He missed it completely. You expect him to be doing better. But you'll be glad to have his goalkeeper, or rather his defender, help him in that situation.
A brief cooling break here at the Mobolachi Johnson Arena. Wiki Tourists, 17th on the log. Kano Pillars, 18th on, and newly promoted Kun Khalifat, who withdrew via a statement and came back via same statement. Also, rock bottom of the MPFL standings. I mean, it's got to be some surprise to see the champions right there at the bottom 4.
I think you're taking Aquara United. Yes, they are not in the last 4, but that's a team that also won the Federations Cup last year. So just very close.
And they've been docked 3 points for crowd trouble in the recent games. So yeah.
It's how close it can be. And that's why you have to do all you can to get the results. It's a really funny situation. You just imagine Kano Pillars. Yes, they've experienced it before. Remo Stars have also experienced it, but not at this level of their football going on relegation. It's going to be really surprising, especially for Remo Stars, who are actually defending champions. We'll just watch from the screens and see how it unfolds. And at least in the end, we'll have a clear result of who will be and who will not go on that relegation. For Remo Stars, it's a huge surprise. Some say it's the league they played, rather than the Champions League they played. Some say it's as a result of the hate, in that sense, from the LMC or the IMC. Some also say it's as a result of the coaching
and management. Different stuff we've heard, but the most important thing is the fact that they are 19th on the log and they have to get off that position if they want to stay in the league.
Well, back on the way, the Mobile Johnson Arena, long throw from the visitors. This time he's done better with the catch, Adelani.
He had to make up as quickly as possible. That was actually a long throw, it was a poor one. How do you throw a ball to the goalkeeper directly? You should be looking to connect to your players, and I just will give him maybe a benefit of the doubt that he'll be doing better the next time.
Talking about long throws, it's fast becoming a weapon now for teams in the football world. The likes of Michael Coyote at Brentford. He's got Nigerian descent. That boy can throw. We've also got Itodo, also in the NPFL, formerly of Plateau United. He's also been doing that to perfection. So, I mean, you know, teams are trying to find ways to win football games, and the NPFL included. So, no surprise to see teams taking advantage of those dead balls, throwing set piece, corner kicks.
Back then we had JJ Okocha doing it, long throws, but not for those deadly situations like those throws coming in as corners. Rory Delap was that dangerous man we knew back then. I think it was for it was Stoke City actually in the English Premier League. So bringing that back into the game again makes it even more interesting. And Coyote is like the #1 at this point. Did so against, was it Arsenal?
Arsenal, yeah.
And they got a goal in that game. So I think it's a weapon. If you cannot get the corners always, you can actually get the throws, and you can take advantage of every situation that you find. If your goalkeeper can come outside to score from a corner, who says that you as a player cannot use your long throws to make an advantage and get the result for yourself, helping your team maybe off relegation or winning a game that is very much needed.
Here comes the visitors. 10 minutes of normal time left to play in this first 45. A low cross, dealt with. A throw now for the Rice Boys. Another chance to send another long throw into the danger area. Hamzat Sharif, the man in charge to whip those balls from throwing. It's got players like Chidera Okeke waiting to pounce. But the referee spotting some coming together in the box, as expected from situations like this. Well, there's been a shot in this game. Our centre referee, Awoyinka Deji, is not afraid to bring out the cards, not afraid to dish out those cautions. And now Hamzat will get a chance to take the throw, and who hope this one is not too close to the goalkeeper. Throw comes in, the target is a Fokan Simakia, well dealt with by the bankers, and this time cleared out by Marcio Onoja, who's back helping the side to defend. The goalkeeper, some risky sweeper play there from Pascal. Throwing for First Bank, taking quickly.
He's so lucky he would have been punished, most likely fined, because you wonder he was actually just almost taking a walk. The confidence was too much. And all thanks to what Lawal did right there, put him under some pressure, Mohamed Lawal. And Pascal would have put his team under some problem. You had the right to just run to that ball and make some clearance. He was trying to just make a pass, and he was slow at it.
A free kick for Abakaliki FC. Well, the players of the visitors not too pleased with that challenge from Salahuddin. Still pleading his innocence. Once again, the referee has got his hands in his pockets, taking some notes. He's written a handful of them so far in this fixture.
Almost like a lecture for him, actually. Yellow card started from the first 5 minutes of the game. One that we felt was actually uncalled for. But that's football games. The referee will not always get it perfectly.
A double yellow card, 1 for each side. On brandish to Salahuddin. And the other to honor her promise as Abakaliki Jude receives treatment from the medical team. From the overall balance of play, looks like an evenly matched contest after 39 minutes here at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena. Abakaliki Jude is okay, able to get back on his feet with no assistance. And as the head coach continues to dish out instructions to his players. He's got some charisma about him, talking about Star Plus Anista.
Or like Star Plus. The great music artists that formed the group, or the group actually. There's actually Star Plus, not Star Plus. Just for the listener who was also watching this football game. I think he's done a great job. Moving close to a Sporting Lagos side, well managed, and an Aqua United team who's actually leading the park. An NPFL side just a couple of months ago. He's gotten them to this height. He should be given some kudos.
They began the season with Ifeanyi Onyedika, who was relieved of his duties after a 1-1 draw against Calabar Rovers in the opener.
I'm so sure it was beyond that game for Onyedika. That's a man who took them to the final of the Federation Cup. I'm thinking there was more to it.
Who gets sacked after just
One
the opening
game,
match?
yeah. It was just about, they said the motivational style wasn't at its best. And the governor had the backing for them to let him go. At first, he came as an indefinite suspension. Before we knew it, the assistant coach came up as the man to take them through, at least to the end of the season, with the result he has shown.
Oh, an early substitution this for First Bank FC. Monday Yakubu coming on to replace Mohamed Lawal. That must be a first substitution. One touch too many there. Robbed off the ball, committed a foul. Free kick for First Bank. Abakaliki Jude just holding on to the ball for too long there. Sure, the manager wouldn't be too pleased. The position he's playing on the pitch, he needs to be aware of his surroundings and make those quick decisions. Throwing for Abakaliki FC. For Decent, another yellow card. Well, for the umpteen time, our centre referee not afraid, not scared to dish out those cautions. And this one clearly for Decent. The First Bank, oh, they were expecting a free kick. That byline, but not given. Now the captain having a word with the centre referee.
I think the brandishing is getting too much. He has to. They have to watch it as players, and the referee also has to check it. He's trying to take authority on the football pitch, calling the player to himself. That's Paul. He wants him to actually listen and be very careful with the steps that he is taking so far.
We've seen players given double yellows in quick succession for Decent. He needs to be careful, Paul Ogunkoya.
Exactly.
This was the incident. They were expecting a free kick, but the referee gave it as an advantage. It was Onoja Matthew who was calling for that free kick, but wasn't given.
He actually pulled his marker in that situation, but didn't look so clear until the replay showed it. Friday Arlo actually didn't have a contact with him in the first place. So I think the referee was spot on with this one and had the right to give him that yellow card for complaining.
In search of their second win of the season, First Bank FC, and no better opposition to get the 3 points than a third-placed Abakaliki FC. Can they get the job done? The first 45 almost coming to a close. No goals so far in this game. Both teams have created half chances, but not in clear cuts so far. Approaching the 45th minute mark, the through ball looking for Paulo Gunquara, just too heavy, straight to the goalkeeper. Here's our low Friday for Abakaliki FC, but just playing that one out of play. Seems we've got a player down for the visitors. Wait to see who is the player down. It's looking like Abakaliki might be like my first guest, but we'll have to confirm.
It's painful to have him down again. I think he is the one. Remember, he was down. I think he stretched his left knees, like his Achilles at the time.
It's indeed Abakaliki Michael. He's been down too many times in this game. Definitely he would want to carry on his first start for the team. Just helped to the sidelines. We've got a handful of supporters here to enjoy the action. We've got a host of teams who currently make use of this venue as a home ground. The likes of Inter Lagos, Sporting Lagos, First Bank FC, in the top flight, Ikorodu City. You want to believe those teams whenever they play here. I'm not trying to compare the atmosphere, but to tell the difference. One of them is called the Noise Allegations for a reason. That was an attempted cross, but well dealt with by Pascal. 2 minutes of added time played, done, and the referee has called for the halftime whistle. Well, it's been an evenly matched contest here at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena. These two sides have given their very best, but our center referee pretty much has been, you want to say, the center of attraction, brandishing yellow cards upon yellow cards. Awoyinka Deji from Kwara State, but these two teams surely haven't created enough as their respective managers would want them to. First Bank, the home side, in much need of this win to boost their season, even though they stay rock bottom with just 4 points. Abakaliki FC chasing promotion, also in need of maximum points, but after 45 minutes it is level here at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena. Both teams will be hoping to come out for the second 45 with a much better performance, with a much better play. Alao Friday has marshaled that defense really well. Salahuddin had a chance earlier on for First Bank. His attempt was saved by the goalkeeper, who could have made an error out of it. Adelani, on the other hand, also almost fluffed his lines. But so far, both teams yet to be punished. Half-time here in Lagos. First Bank FC nil, Abakaliki FC nil. Welcome back to the Mobology Johnson Arena into the second stanza of the NNL season, and we've seen 45 minutes of action here in Lagos between First Bank FC and Abakaliki FC. And in case you missed the action, we've got some of the high moments from the first 45. All the bankers hoping to secure their second win of the season on home soil against promotion chasing Abakaliki FC in this match day 11 clash from Conference view. All the home side
bankers are desperate, they're hungry, they're determined to salvage some pride in what's been a calamitous season.
They go to our right hand side. All the visitors showing their attacking intent at the early stages of this game. In the 9 minutes, they got a chance from a free kick. Aleke Jude just deciding to go for placement in that instance, just too high. It's got too much elevation on that strike. No worries for Adelani in goal for the bankers, but the captain coming forward this time. A well-worth attempt at goal right at the edge of the 18-yard area, nowhere near the target. Came in the 16th minute mark. The visitors, it's opportunities in back-to-back situations. The captain creating those chances. This one could have been one of the very best at that strike gone in, but the referee spotted an infringement, a clash of heads in the end, but it was a foul on Salahuddin by Chidera Okeke. The referee deciding to award that one in favor of the home side. It was in the 25th minute mark. They gradually grew into the game. First Bank FC, this was their first real chance, and it fell into the path
of Paul Ogunkoya, whose strike was tame. The goalkeeper almost made a mess of it. Pascal. Luckily, no white shirt to pounce, eventually claiming the follow-up. And a harassment in the end from the goalkeeper. In the half-hour marker, cross into the box. Adelani almost gifting the opposition a goal in that situation. Was meant to be an easy catch, but just dropping the ball and helped by his defense in that situation. Look at that, could have been a dreadful error for the bankers, but the clearance eventually will come from Sadiq Olaiwaju to clear to safety. We've got some fans just behind him trying to put him up on the stores. Adelani just giving them a thumbs up. But after 2 minutes of added time, it was even Stevens heading into the break. Both teams with much work to do in the second 45. No goals so far here at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena. Match day 11, the Nigerian National League. The Bankers of First Bank against the Rice Boys of Abakaliki FC. So in the first 45 minutes, the high points. We've got the second 45 to come. But just before that, let's go on a very short break and we'll be back into the action. Don't you go anywhere.
You forget. You know, Safi the card. I mean, this is the card. Yeah? The same thing what they do for Buhari. You not do anything now. Yeah? No need. More win our game. Yeah, we thought this one where these people they do like forget this. Forget them now. No worry. Ah, Kuku sing. Where they can now? I mean, it is a now photocopy. When they use that task like habitually now. Because the person they keep by see. He said referee was fair. That which referee fair? We go there attack God. Somebody go forward there. You go bring her back advantage. You don't even feel it. You go bring her back again. He said referee fair. Which one did they? Because the police gather you. I think I said for now only. Which other police for waiting? MC. I don't even feel I'm out there. That's what I do now. Police stop me say that. Calm down. Police stop me say that.
follow Dragon PFN now. So you're more than carry go. I didn't tell you. That one small team, everybody politics, one shot. One shot. I didn't tell you, only one person money, now all of them want that. And NNPC. I tell all of them want that.
What we do at Team 33, it's not just a business. There's power in being able to capture stories and being on a journey. Paying attention to the details. Really caring about the customer feedback.
On 5. Step back right 2. Go shot 2.
Team 33 is a outside broadcast company.
Nigerian veteran actor.
Go shot 5. Go shot 5. Thank you.
We specialize in delivering top-notch multi-camera event coverage and live streaming services.
Welcome back to the Mobology Johnson Arena. We are set for the second 45. The bankers of First Bank against the Rice Boys of Abakaliki FC. Slight delay just before the restart. Hopefully things have been settled, and great to see these two teams back for the second 45. A bit of a fun fact for you: this man in goal for First Bank, Adelani, is the elder brother of Shola Adelani of Ikorodu City, who now applies his trade in Bulgaria for Botev Plodiv. There's an order for First Bank. Well, talking about Adelani here, the elder bearer of Ikorodu City marksman last season, Shola Adelani, who was crucial to the Oga Boys' place in the NPFL. He's now in Bulgaria. Great. Two brothers, one a goalkeeper, one an attacking player.
See what the younger brother is doing. Great exploits. That guy was wonderful last season. His left foot was key, and he played both foots and so well. Currently doing well out there. He was so instrumental for Ikorodu City last season. He's now with Spartak and Pleven on loan from Betov Plodiv, and that young man plays some good football. He was just everywhere, hit some balls, and it's just something you want to see every now and then for brothers.
A bit of some scanty seats here at the Mobology Johnson Arena. Hopefully the few fans who's been here from the very start have enjoyed what they have seen so far as far as this fixture is concerned. Well, the first 45 have been more like a cagey affair, with both teams digging in and refusing to yield. Who knows, maybe a breakthrough is imminent for either side in this fixture. Can the home side find a way to unlock the deadlock? Or will the visitors strike and leave with the bragging rights? Much to look forward to in the next 45 minutes. Both set of players ready on the turf, waiting for the goal from our center referee, who had a busy first 45. Well, from what you've seen so far, Azu, from that first half, who do you think might just go on to nick this one at the end of 90 minutes?
Sincerely, none of them have shown that they are ready to win this game. Yes, you've seen flashes of brilliance from both sides, but not enough to get them the results that they deserve, or not enough to decide that this team will get the victory. You might just want to give it to Abakaliki FC because of what they've shown over time. And you want to give it also to First Bank because they're playing at home, at least to pick a point or maybe get their second victory this season. It's not been the best of seasons for First Bank. You cannot be sitting at that position and be playing like this. Something has got to change. I think the coach has got to do a lot to help this team out of the situation at this point in time. It's a tough call for them, and they have got to work things out as quickly as possible. But how easy is it? That's the question that remains to be answered. For me, like I mentioned, it's going to be a tough call. Yusuf Adesina has got a lot to do, and the coach of the away team, Star Plus Anista, has also got a lot to do. So both of them have got to come with that energy. But let's see what the 15 minutes they've got with their boys, or even more, will be doing on the football pitch at this point. Obviously, he has got to come with some changes. We've seen one from First Bank already earlier in the game, having one of their fine players who had one of the best moves in the game for them, Mohamed Lawal, taking off for Monday Yakubu. So it's an interesting game already, but not lived up to the billions. I'm still wondering why Michael is on that pitch. Maybe he will be one of the players substituted early, so we can see something different in this game.
Still some slight delays before kickoff. The second 45, both players just trying to shake things off. Just waiting for our center referee to get onto the turf to get this game going. Coach Anista previously guided Coal City United of Enugu to the Nigerian National League from the NNL in the 2023-2024 season before taking charge of Abakaliki FC after match day 1 of this present NNL season. Given the honors to take charge of this team after the departure of the man who started the season with them, Coach Ifeanyi Onyedika. Onyedika was a coach he looked up to, so you wanted that feeling of replacing over.
He was a tough job. He was actually a tough call, and he actually called him father. Wow, that job got to him, and I think I like that idea. Just making sure that he is calm and honoring the fact that he had one person who led him through to this point where he finds himself. So it's a good deal, a tough one for him to handle, but I love the fact that we've seen this happen and he's doing his job so well.
Can I get a shot again, director, please? Crown FC, those Crown FC players. Hello, Friday, the captain of Abakaliki FC, hoping to lead his side to maximum points today, just running to his manager to get some further instructions. Well, we've got players of Crown FC, who's the touchdown in Lagos earlier on. They play here on match day 11 against Inter Lagos. So they want to get a feel of the turf after this fixture. It's another game we'll bring to you live on TX3 Sports. That game is a game from the Conference A of the NNL standing. So interesting game to look forward to.
Exactly. These guys have seen football for a while, Crown FC. They also want to be in the MPFL again. One team that has had a taste of a couple of things as far as football is concerned. So coming here to watch the teams that they might be playing against and also to get used to the turf is a brilliant idea. And they're starting it as quickly as possible.
They take on table toppers in the Conference A standings, Inter Lagos. Crown FC in third with 14 points. Inter Lagos on top with 19 points. So still a lot to play for in that Conference A standing. Game is tomorrow, 3 p.m. kickoff, live on the TX3 Sports. Just before kickoff, both managers just having a word with their respective players. Much animated, the head coach of this First Bank FC side, Adeshino Yusuf, just dishing out instructions to his players. They need those instructions. It's not been a promising season for the bankers of First Bank.
I don't think the Elephants will be looking to actually go to the MPFL at this point. They will be looking to just escape relegation. That will be the best thing they will looking to do at this point. And the fans are actually still hopeful that that can happen. Coming all the way to see a game like this is a thing of joy. That means there's hope. A couple of fans are actually coming in their numbers. And if you put them together, it's encouraging to see that on a Friday, a game for 3 p.m., they are here to actually see a game. But you just understand that it can always be better for the teams. But for First Bank, they don't care whether the fans are here or not, even though they need them as the 12th man at some point. They have to do all they can to get off that relegation, which is where they find themselves at this point in time.
It is the most important league in Nigeria, as it's fondly called, the Nigerian National League. And we're here for this match day 11 class, still waiting for the second 45 to get underway. A beautiful view of the Center of Excellence here in Lagos. An iconic venue as far as football is concerned in the States. Formerly the Onikon Stadium, now called the Mobolaji Johnson Arena. First Bank FC against Abakaliki FC. Talking about First Bank, they began the NNL season with a defeat away at Osun United. Talking about Osun United, the female team of that state had quite an embarrassing situation in the NWFL when they traveled with just one set of jerseys, and it clashed with the home team jersey here at the same stadium, and they had to be walked over. But that's Osun Babes, so we are talking about the Nigerian National League. Followed up with a defeat away at Goswell Apapio FC, then a defeat here against Sporting Lagos in the Lagos Derby. First Bank against Sporting Lagos. But just before I take you through the run of results, we'll go on another break, and we'll be right back for the second 45.
What we do at Team 33, it's not just a business. There's power in being able to capture stories and being on a journey. Paying attention to the details. Really caring about the customer feedback.
On 5. Sabak 2. Go shot 2.
Team 33 is a outside broadcast company.
Nigerian veteran actor.
Go shot 5. Go shot 5. Thank you.
We specialize in delivering top-notch multi-camera event coverage and live streaming services. What we do at Team 33, it's not just a business. There's power in being able to capture stories and being on a journey. Paying attention to the details. Really caring about the customer feedback.
On 5. Go shot.
Team 33 is a outside broadcast company.
Nigerian veteran actor.
Go shot 5. Go shot 5. Thank you.
We specialize in delivering top-notch multi-camera event coverage and live streaming services. What we do at Team 33, it's not just a business. There's power in being able to capture stories and being on a journey. Paying attention to the details. Really caring about the customer feedback.
On 5. Abakaliki. Go shot.
Team 33 is a outside broadcast company.
Nigerian veteran actor.
Ocean 5. Ocean 5. Thank you.
We specialize in delivering top-notch multi-camera event coverage and live streaming services. What we do at Team 33, it's not just a business. There's power in being able to capture stories and being on a journey. Paying attention to the details. Really caring about the customer feedback.
On 5. Go shot.
Team 33 is a outside broadcast company.
Nigerian veteran actor.
Go shot 5. Go shot 5. Thank you.
We specialize in delivering top-notch multi-camera event coverage and live streaming services.
Welcome back. We're here at the Abakaliki Johnson Arena, still waiting for the second 45 of this match day 11 clash in the Conference B of the NNL to get underway. Both set of players on the playing surface, waiting for our center referee to come back on from the tunnel. Center referee for this fixture is Awoyinka Adeji from Kwara State. Had an eventful first 45 where he was not afraid to bring out those cautions, the yellow cards. But we are yet to get confirmations as to reason why he is yet to come out for the second 45, and it has taken a long while, a really long while. This was a 3 p.m. kickoff, and the game's been wrapping up now, but yet to start the second 45. So both players on the playing surface just trying to stretch their legs, trying to put themselves through their paces. A closer look at Adelani now, you could see that resemblance with the Ikorodu City number 7.
So clearly.
Yeah, clear resemblance.
So
the
clear.
other brother.
So clear, there is almost no difference. You could just pick him mistakenly and say you saw him. Just like some situations I used to have at my younger days. Someone would say, yeah, I saw you. Or someone hit me thinking he was hitting my own brother. So things like that happen, and that's what we're just seeing with these two brothers. It's just a painful situation having the referee from Kwara State, the Awoyinka, still being waited for. One or two issues are also behind the scenes we're not so sure of.
We've got also Paul Ogunkoya, the number 9 man for First Bank. Played for Ikorodu City in their first ever NNL campaign in the 2021-2022 season. Joined the Oga Boys in the second half of that season, where he scored 3 goals and provided 2 assists in the Nigerian National League. So he's got some NNL experience, now doing it for First Bank FC. Had a glorious chance in the first 45 to put the home side in front, but a weak strike in the end, making it easy for Pascal Ngo for Abakaliki FC to make this save. The captain of the side, Ibrahim, not too pleased with one of the yellow card decisions from our center referee in that first 45. Just having a word with the referee as a result of that caution. The players of the Elephants felt hard done by the number of yellow cards they received in that first 45. We have to confirm if that has led to the decision of our center referee not yet out for the second 45.
It's taking too long, almost the duration of the second half, where it's been spent back and forth situations to be sure if the referee is ready for this one. The players have always been on the pitch ready to play the game, and you can see the fans in their little numbers also looking dejected, not happy with what they are seeing, but they're patient. One man also who's done a job coming off the bench, it's the man you just saw, Monday Yakobo. It's a good scenery. The only thing missing in this game is the fans, and now the delay of the game has been added to it.
But when they are coming here, we had almost 30 cameras here. Why is he always so?
Able to smile, the head coach of Abakaliki FC. It's got a unique name, Starfloss Izuikem Anista.
I think he's got a good relationship with the players. They relate so well, and it looks like they also honor him and give him that respect that he deserves.
Yeah, that's Tosin Oyedeko, the captain of the Oga Boys, Ikorodu City. Also here to have a feel of the turf as they prepare for their MPFL fixture. They got to marvel at the number of teams making use of the Abakaliki Johnson Arena.
Imagine the table toppers saying, yes, we have to have a field today. We don't waste any time. 44 points on the league table. They play their next game against Bayelsa United on Sunday. So they have every reason to be here. Nothing will make them sleep up from that table, Ikorodu City. So coming here to see the games, or maybe they're preparing their minds for who they might be playing against next season. Just on a lighter note. But most importantly, or most possibly, is because they want to have a feel of the turf before tomorrow.
Could be a valid reason. I mean, you're based in Lagos, you have a home fixture to come. So, I mean, why not come, watch a game of football in the second tier of teams who might likely get promoted. Lazo, let's talk about slot buying in the MPFL, also in the NNL. We talked about Abakaliki FC and that run to the President Federation's Cup final. In a season, they got relegated to the third tier. So they had to acquire a promotion slot from Hamola FC to retain their NNL status for this season as well, after they were relegated to the NLO. I mean, it doesn't happen just here in Nigeria, but is it something you fancy? Teams buying slots to stay in a particular league?
I've never been a fan, Manny. It's never been something I wanted to see. Seeing the team work their way up to heights, and in the end, we have this thing. A team just comes and offers the money and makes it work. It's not a good thing. Here we saw that the MPFL banned this. They affirmed the ban sometime before the start of last season, or the new season rather, that there will be no more slots buying. I've seen a lot of teams do this thing, and it's not good for the eyes or pleasant. You have to work your way through. Sometimes it seems good for the fans, but for the standard and the professionalism of the game, I don't think it's something we should be seeing. Well, I love the fact that the MPFL has done it. Maybe the NNL also has to take that stand. We have it that there will be no need for slot buying. Work your way through to that height and let not money decide the game. But if money is needed to get to that height, do you have to start from the bottom? Another question that needs to be asked or answered, because not every team in the NNL has the money to go ahead.
Exactly, which is why the slot buying comes to play. So how do you cope that? Teams being financially stable, ready to see out the course of a whole entire season. I mean, you see Kun Khalifat in the MPFL struggling as well, to travel for games as well. It resulted to them releasing a statement that they were pulling out of the league before being reinstated as well. So teams need to be financially ready, to see out an entire season. So when you see the financial burdens, you're just tempted to sell your slot, because that's some huge amount of money as well.
We saw that a couple of times. I think it was happening to what's the smaller team to Remo Stars again. Am I forgetting your name?
Beyond Limits.
Beyond Limits. They also had to do something like that, and you keep asking the question. So should I just keep playing good football and sell my slots? Why can't I vie for that height? Why can't I seek for sponsors?
That might just be a peculiar case because both teams are being owned by...
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, if you know they cannot get on there, why allow them play to that? We've seen Barcelona have their B team also qualify for the La Liga at some point in time, because they were playing in the lower rungs. They won all their games. I think it was during the Guardiola era. He had done a great job in the 1 year he was there, put the team in order, and they had the opportunity to qualify to the height of playing in the league, but there was no way they were going to play Barcelona B in Barcelona. I don't know how that was actually sorted. I didn't go back to check, but most likely they must have either sold that slot, or the league must have said, no way, let's have it. Let's have them continue that league, because there are some clauses. Some teams can never go on promotion, like that team I just mentioned, B team. I don't know what the situation is at this point, but slot buying is never something I fancied sincerely, and that's why every team must come prepared. Every team must come prepared. That's one thing I think has to happen. It also happened in the world of basketball. Marktown Flyers are the current champions of the Nigerian Basketball League.
people were calling them Lagos Legends, but they had acquired the team. But because they couldn't change the name, they had to stick with the name as Lagos Legends, not Marktown Flyers of Benue. Imagine a Benue team answering Lagos Legends. So things like this happen in sports, but I think we should outgrow that as quickly as possible if we really want to go in that direction of putting our sports on the world stage.
The Rise Boys of Abakaliki FC made headlines for their impressive debut campaign in the 2025 President Federations Cup. They finished runners-up in the competition after losing 4-3 on penalties to MPFL side Kwara United in the final. Both two teams, no one would have predicted to make it to the final of the President's Federations Cup. Not too long since their inception, now 15 months old, talking about Abakaliki FC. Became the giant killers of that competition after dusting big names such as 2 times CAF Champions League winners Zaimba FC in the round of 16, Nasarawa United of Lafia, current MPFL league leaders, Ikorodu City, amongst others, en route to the final. Rewarded handsomely, 34 of their registered players rewarded with ₦1 million each after emerging runners-up in that competition. The man who led them to that final got relieved of his duties after match day 1 of the current NNL season, after they secured a slot from Hamola FC. It's a few minutes past the hour of 5, still awaiting kickoff for the second 45. Players are ready. Our center referee not yet out from the tunnel. Just to remind you, we've got a game to come your way here tomorrow. We've got Inter Lagos taking on Crown FC. It's another game you want to keep an eye on. And on Sunday, we've got the Noisy Legotians Sporting Lagos taking on Goswell Akpabio FC. Another game to look forward to. What if a scenario we get to see and the referee eventually doesn't come out for the second 45?
It's not the first time it's happening in football, but it's going to be a huge disappointment. Just reminds me of a song by Majek Fashek, who've been fooled around for so long. I think that's what the referee's doing at this point, keeping everybody at bay. And you know that without the referee, the games cannot go on. It's not like when we played 5-a-side or 4-a-side. The players are looking tired, but I just love the fact that they're keeping the smiles and bringing that friendliness into the game. So it's a clear sign that's not an issue with players. Something must have happened behind the scenes that would have led to the referee standing on his ground that is not coming out. Or is it a health challenge? We're not so sure yet. We're just acting based on what we have. And once we have a confirmation, we'll sure let it out. But for now, it's just about the center referee not being able to make it down to the pitch and allow the game go on. Though we heard rumors that there were issues of the referee brandishing yellow cards and the home team feeling that he was against them. I hope this doesn't lead to fines at some point for the home side.
Well, the ball boys looking tired. They just can't wait for this one to get done and dusted.
They're even more tired than the football players.
Definitely not an easy job, you know,
They
rolling
look
back
like
those balls.
they look like they're ready for the penalty shootout.
Well, one thing is definitely certain. Our match commissioner today will have a lengthy report to file out to the league body. Match commissioner, to remind, is Adeyemi Akim from Ogun State. Definitely, he is witnessing proceedings here at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena. I mean, this is the second tier. These things
I mean, just recently we saw what happened at the Kwara State Stadium complex, where these things are not hidden anymore. There are clips everywhere. The crowd trouble. They were subsequently fined. It's a huge amount of money, docked 3 points, and banished to play away from home. These things happen, and it's something you just don't want to see in a third-tier football league, not talkless, or not even in the second tier. Yes, it might be a second tier, but you just don't want to see this happen in football games across the country.
Just wonder how soon it's going to be sorted. Though football is a story, football always tells a story, but this story is not the one you want to see. You just keep thinking you can have an Avril Lavigne kind of a story here, so much more my happy ending, hopefully.
Well, finally, as you can see on your screen, seems our center referee is ready to set the ball rolling. Oh, what a man. He's been at the center of it all as far as this fixture is concerned. Awoyinka Deji from Kwara State. Quite interesting to see how he handles this second 45. It definitely doesn't get any easier. He needs to be careful with those calls, with those decisions, moving on. Hopefully, in the end, it's a fair game of football for both sides. And that is what the viewers will be hoping to see. Gets a handshake from his assistant referee. Looks to his watch. There's been, if not close or more than an hour since the end of the first 45. And we might just be getting the second 45 underway. Both assistant referees just running to man their respective positions. But just before that, just trying to check the goalposts to see if it's okay to go. Goalposts checked. All clear, all good to go. Positions manned by our assistant referee and the main man, Awoyinka Deji, ready to set this one rolling. Finally, we're on the way for the second 45. The Rice boys now attacking the goal to our right-hand side. And the Elephant boys, the bankers of First Bank, now playing from right to left. Elazu, after a long time of waiting, we are on the way for the second 45.
About 1 hour, 16 minutes after second half finally kickstarts, and the referee is more like the man of the match for now. Deji Awoyinka is the man we're talking about, all the way from Kwara State. And we just hope that all of those time wasted will be made up and with some good football in the second half.
Long ball for Madelani. And a foul on the number 9 man for First Bank. Well, interesting start to the second 45. It was Paul Ogunkoya who stayed down. And now the bench is furious that was a yellow card. I mean, this sets it up for an interesting second 45 now. More pressure on our center referee. Do you feel that was a yellow card offense?
I think it looked like it, which he promised actually.
Eventually, it took a while, but the card is out.
We just hope that pressure is not on the referee to do what he's not supposed to do. But it was actually a push from the back. Maybe a light one, and the player made the most of it. Paul Ogunkoya didn't go down well, actually.
Free kick taken by Onoja, dealt with by the Abakaliki FC defense. This time Onoja commits the foul. Free kick for the visitors. A fast start to this second 45. That's the man yellow carded Uche for Abakaliki FC. Uche Promise. Got a couple of Promise in their lineup today. Abakaliki FC. Hopefully, they're going to wrap up a season that has shown so much promise, as they are currently third on the log.
It's just really a tough one to be the one who carries the crown. The referee is the one who carries the crown right now, and that brings me to that point where you say uneasy lies the head that wears the crown. He has a lot to do. He's under some kind of pressure. You cannot read his mind, but he will do as much as he can to be professional. He also wants to hit the highest of heights as a referee. And you hope he gets all things right, at least 95%, and he doesn't make mistakes where he's not supposed to.
Low cross on the box, promising chance for First Bank, just rolling out, and it's a corner for the home side. You could smell something. They've started like a house on fire in this second 45.
That was really close, Manny. Really, really close. It was just one touch they needed to get that ball into the back of the net, but Samson Obu couldn't make that one happen. Ball went past 3 First Bank players. Out for a corner.
And Swinger headed out. It's going to be another corner. Pressure on the defense of Abakaliki FC. Joseph this time with that headed clearance. Another corner will come from the left boots of Ishagu Tochukwu. Now the referee just calling for calm. Hands in his pocket. The yellow card once again is out this time. Goes to the goalkeeper. Oh, what a game of football this has been. Elochukwu Pascal goes into the referee's box. 2 now for the visitors.
In the second half alone.
In the second 45. Corner comes in swinger from Tochukwu. Looking for Paulo Gunkoya. Eventually cleared. Pressure mounting now on the Abakaliki FC defense. Throw taken quickly on Norja, 1v1 with his marker. Couldn't go past him. Throw in for First Bank. Stop finish tracks by Chidera Okeke, who's back defending for his team. Here comes Tochukwu, sends a cross. Hello Friday with the header to safety. That's calling for a free kick. There was a high boot there from Samson. Well, play on says the referee. Still First Bank coming forward. A chance now to send a cross from the right hand side this time. Pascal with a brilliant job to claim that one. And it's played it one time long into that forward position. Now the pace of this game is really on a high tempo now since the restart.
It's not yet squeaky bomb time, Manny, but we're already seeing what you see around that time in the late minutes of the game. You'll be surprised that the players come out with the same passion, or even the better passion that you saw in the first half after spending almost 1 hour, 20 minutes outside waiting for the ball to kickstart. But I love what I'm seeing from the First Bank team. They're responding really well. I think it's reoccurred to them that they might be going on relegation to the NNL, and they are pushing all they can to get the result on this one. And on the referee side, some will think he's trying to balance the books, dishing out the yellow cards now to the away side, the Rice boys, who are also keeping their calm. You can see the smile from the goalkeeper Pascal Elochukwu earlier when he was given that yellow card. But in the end, the football game still looks interesting. It's for Abakaliki FC now to pick up where they left off and see how they can push forward to also get a victory in this game. Very dicey one at this point.
Ball one back by Tochukwu. He's played it over the top, but it's just straight offside. The flag went up. It was quick. Pretty much signs that the assistant referee was pretty much sure with that decision. Paulo Gunkoya just caught in an offside position.
That was really tight, really, really close. Paul not happy at all. But a decision has been taken. I think the linesman or the assistant referee got that one spot on.
Free kick for Abakaliki FC. Well, the captain of the side not too happy with that decision. Ibrahim Owolabi just gesticulating to the referee that it was a fair challenge. Seems the referee stayed calm in this instance.
I think he got it right, but the response unto the referee was disrespectful. That's a yellow card offense. I think the referee has been told to maybe take it easier. But I think that is deserving of a yellow card for the captain of the side.
Double change for First Bank. A Miracle will be getting a taste of the action. Miracle, one of two players called upon now to add spice to this game for the Early Fun boys.
And had the fans calling for that man to come on.
Great blue ball for Paul Ogunkoya. Paul has fluffed his lines. Great save from Pascal. This time he stayed onside, but it seems the referee has spotted something. Did he handle the ball outside of the 18-yard box? But that was a glorious chance for the former Ikorodu City man. Here comes Paul. Well, what has the referee given in this instance, Azu? Looks
Not
like
so sure.
a clear through ball.
That was a great save from the goalkeeper, Pascal. Paul ran into that one. A beautiful through ball got to him. And he should be finishing that one off. But maybe you don't want to give him all the blame. The goalkeeper was just extremely brilliant in that situation. Had an outstretched arm and got the ball saved. And you can see the encouragement from him.
Well, the best chance of this game fell to Paul Ogunkoya, but he has failed to put the Elephants boys in front. And this decision, I clearly don't see where it is coming from. We saw the replays. It was a through ball, through on goal, Paul Ogunkoya. At first glance, I thought Pascal handled outside of the box. That would have been a red card and an indirect free kick, but a free kick has been awarded. I clearly didn't see where the challenge came from.
That's a tough call. It was clear. But it looks like he's going to the penalty spot. Or maybe trying to draw the line for the wall to arrange themselves.
It was getting heated here. Both players having a go at each other. Yellow card is out for the umpteen time in this game. Well, the match reports of the center referee and the match commissioner will be something interesting to see. 10 minutes into the second 45 after a delay. And what a 10 minutes it has been here at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena.
Friday Arlo just picking up the yellow card, the captain of the side, trying to stand for his team. But the referee must have felt he's doing it aggressively. But I looked at that and it looked so clear that there were no issues, no infringements at all. Until we get a replay to be sure what exactly happened. Great strike, well saved and from the goalkeeper. But in the end, it looks like a free kick has gone that way.
Another look at that instance. There was clearly no infringement. You wonder how that decision of a free kick came about. Was it this? Was it this? Did he handle the ball just outside the 18-yard box? Okay, I think we see where the decision is coming from now.
So why is there no red card?
So it seems Pascal in the follow-up handled outside the 18-yard box. So maybe that can only be the explanation of a free kick there. That can only be the explanation because there was clearly no infringement. So maybe the referee saw what we didn't see. Finally, free kick will be taken. A promising chance now for First Bank FC. Can they take advantage of this one? Free kick comes in. And it's gone out for a goal kick.
Abdurrahman Adam taking that one for the home side. Unfortunately, he couldn't get what he wanted. Struck it really well, but well over the bar.
Abakaliki FC now will be responding with a double change of their own. KK Chinaza will be coming on. And Obodo Izuchukwu, who started that game against Thomas, dropped to the bench today. And Abakaliki Michael will see his debut for the Rice Boys come to an end. Oh, what a game this has been. Eventful, I tell you.
Really eventful, Money. Like I said, the referee has been the center of attraction. A couple of calls that has called for questioning, both from the fans. And we've seen some replays, but in the end, the most important thing is the fact that the players are doing as much as they can to keep their cool as we enjoy the game in the second half.
Well, 58 minutes of action here at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena. Still no goals here at the iconic Onicom Stadium. Something tells me maybe for that decision you want to give it to the referee. Did you thought he handled that outside the 18-yard area? Because I mean, at first glance we thought where was that decision coming from?
Like I said, if he handled it outside the 18-yard area, that's a red card. There is no two ways to handle it.
A chance now for the Rice Boys. Well, a poor through ball caught out in the end, but they've still got the advantage. A nice defensive walk there from the man on number 40, Tochukwu Ishiagu.
Well stopped, was almost not met or beaten right there. Stood his ground, was focused on the ball, Tochukwu, and stopped the attacker so well, helping his first bank team to at least stay in the game and not get a counter-attack in that situation. At least losing that one to a throw-in is better.
Hamzat, for the first time in his second 45, we will see him with those long throws. We saw a couple in the first 45. Throw comes into the box. And it's gone out for a corner. The visitors knocking on the door after being on the back foot since the start of the second 45. And then he just screaming at his defense to stay focused as they try to defend this corner. Taking shots. Trying to walk the angle for the cross. Blocked once again. Another chance from the corner. Was Obodo Izuchukwu getting in on the action since coming off the bench.
Some good block right there, making sure that nothing goes past him. Another corner for Abakaliki FC.
Corner comes in from Izuchukwu. Oh, the final touch. It's from an Abakaliki FC player, so it's a goal kick. This game screaming for a goal. Who will break the deadlock first? Will it be the home side or the visitors? Free kick for First Bank. Monday Emmanuel fouled right in front of the referee. He's got Tochukwu now on the left hand side. Tochukwu sends a cross in, too close to the goalkeeper. Follow Gunkoya was waiting to pounce.
Pascal Elochukwu, the goalkeeper, is just always on smiles. And that keeps that calmness and maybe helps his team. Even when he's been hit hard or been spoken at, even when he picked up a yellow card, he was still smiling.
Okeke has stayed down for Abakaliki FC. I think it was an off-the-ball challenge after the free kick has been awarded to First Bank.
Good to see him back on his feet. You know you have to have some theatrics when you go down in that situation, trying to call the referee's attention, but the ball still went away to the opposing team. As you can see, the coach of the side, Star, doing his job.
Beautiful move there from First Bank FC. They've walked the ball nicely in the middle of the park, and now to the left-hand side. Tochukwu with a little dummy passes marker, low cross, blocked and out for a corner. Well, the fans love that move, and it has resulted in a corner. They've really upped the ante now, the Elephant boys. Screaming for the captain to go attack this corner. It comes in a chance of the rebound. Oh, he was the number 12 man. Just couldn't direct that one on goal. Came off the bench. Monday Yakubu. Some stage in the first 45. And the half volley just couldn't hit that one on target.
That's the first substitute of this game. Came on for Mohamed Lawal. And I tell you, he's been instrumental. That strike would have just gone to the back of the net. First Bank looks like they've stood up. It's been some end-to-end stuff, as we see again. But it's been more of First Bank getting to the final third and creating those attacks.
Now the decisions are going against the away side now. The bench screaming now at every call. That's Monday Yakubu. Pass to Paul Ogunkoya, trying to flick that one time past his marker, who might just go on to rue that chance he missed earlier on in this game.
Even at that money, you still feel a goal is coming. The pressure is building and something has to give. But at the same time, you don't want to blame Paul Ogunkoya. He did a great job with that strike. The goalkeeper was just maybe smarter and got some better reflex in that situation.
Another corner for the Elephant boys. The bankers will be banking on these opportunities to get their noses in front. Surely been the busiest of the two goalkeepers, Pascal. This time an easy catch. Our contact there as he has stayed down. Holding his right ribs. It was a clean catch, or maybe the contact was needless, and maybe he's making a meal of it.
The referee also having some smiles, at least for once in this game. Calling on the medicals, or the medics actually, to come see what is happening to the goalkeeper Pascal Elochukwu, who lies fallow. Like he lost it all at this point. Talking about the referee, like I said, he's really actually been the center of attraction all game. It's been talked about at almost every move. Akim Adeyemi. Actually, the central referee has done so much. Deji Awoyika actually is the name I was going to mention. And like you mentioned, Akim Adeyemi, the match commissioner from Ogun State, will have a lot to talk about and also report as far as this game is concerned.
Definitely a draw is better than a defeat in this game, but you wonder how much of a good it will do for this Abakaliki side as Pascal continues to stay down. On paper, this is a game they are expected to win, taking on a bottom-placed First Bank FC.
Based on current form.
Yeah, based on current form. So take a second look. Yeah, there was clearly an elbow. It was Abdul Rahman Adam. See the left elbow on the ribs of Pascal. So yeah.
Was that really an elbow? Yeah, there was contact.
Just a nudge,
yeah, nudge actually. But should that make him stay down? He's back on his feet. Maybe just trying to buy some time after over 1 hour, but
or kill the steam from this First Bank side. But they are not relenting. Still coming forward on the attack. Paul Ogunkoya gets the return pass. The referee decided to play the advantage. The cut back from Paul. One-time control, but great recovery there. And this time the bend from Monday Emmanuel, trying to go for that corner.
He would have been making the news on Monday if that had gone in. Monday Emmanuel had a great strike, but hit that one a bit higher. Gets the ball just with one touch, and he hit it just over the bar to the left side of the goalkeeper.
But it was a beautiful corner. He just needed that ball to come down a bit, and it would have been a huge threat. And maybe the first goal for First Bank FC, the Elephant Boys.
Has not seen much of the ball. The marksman for Abakaliki FC, Uja Ugochukwu. It's been fun. It's big for the right.
Fans not happy with the situation that the referee had to give that as a free kick. They felt he should have allowed play to continue. They feel they did it right. The number 9 man shouldn't have gone down or won that free kick. He's almost been silent. And it's about taking advantage of this in a situation like this.
Free kick taken, cross into the box. Well dealt with, this time by the captain. Oh, great play down on the left hand side where that touch just too heavy. And a draw down for a goal kick taken quickly. Well, the home side now playing like a team who wants it more. Chidera will kick it this time forward, free kick for .69 of action here at the Mobolachi Johnson Arena. Match day 11, Conference B of the Nigerian National League, the second tier of football league system in the country.
Some great attacking intent right there from First Bank. He ran all the way to see if he could get that ball and put the keeper under some pressure. Really hustling hard to just make sure that the team gets something out of this game. And I tell you, First Bank have really been impressive. Their fans are not really happy until they get that goal.
Well, the strike from Paulo Gunkwaya. Hello Friday, just doing all he can to prevent that strike, but seems like he's hurt himself in the process. He stayed down, but play will carry on. Still down on the turf, and now it's gone out of play. And the captain will surely be needing the attention of the medics. Looks in some discomfort, holding his right ankle. Well, man of the match against Thomas. Well, looks like he'll be okay.
You know the way they pick themselves back up almost immediately. You wonder if it's the same man that was lying on the ground, but that was a dangerous slide just on the grass. He almost lost his footing right there. He was just lucky not to have gotten injured. That could send him out for a couple of months.
Well, Pascal, what is he doing?
For the Upton time, he's in this same situation.
Like I asked earlier, how much of a good would a draw do for this Abakaliki FC side? He needs to get the game going. That would have been a goal had it gone in.
He just was so sure that the ball would be a goal kick, and he left it. Or maybe a free kick for him. But you forget that this is football, anything can happen. For the Upton time, you're seeing Paul Eluchuko in such a situation. That was really poor from him. You don't get to see that from a goalkeeper who wants to go to greater height.
A low cross into the box. Some captain's clearance there from Ibrahim.
He's really been everywhere in that defense, covered every blade of grass and from that part of the pitch. Unfortunately, his team are not where he wants them to be.
just notice that Abakaliki FC look to have lost everything as far as playing good football is concerned.
Now here they come again now. First Bank FC in another promising move. The strike this time was good. Great save. Monday Yakubu has been a handful for the Abakaliki FC defense since coming on. This is the cleanest strike we've seen all game on the volley. Pascal equal to the tax, making that save. I can tell you for free, if there's a team deserving of a goal on the basis of what we've seen since the second half, it is the Elephant Boys. And then a cross into the box, headed out for a corner.
They've actually played some good football, the Elephant Boys, First Bank, pushing all through.
Corner taking shots, cross to the other side. Salahuddin just couldn't keep it alive, but still in possession here. There's been waves of attack after attack. A great crossfield ball to the right hand side. He's got options in the box. Paulo Gunkoya waiting. Decided to go for Tochukwu. The headed clearance from Chidera Okeke. He's got his work cut out on this right hand side. Coming back to defend and also supporting the attack.
You see the smiles from Tochukwu Shago. Confused on the opponent and won that throw into himself. Another opportunity for them to get a goal or get a chance of goal.
A long throw from Tochukwu. Anyway, we'll do with the clearance. On the edge now, Abakaliki FC. Another strike from Yakubu. This time it was blocked. Mounting under pressure. This time Agbenda, the goalkeeper. You wonder what is going on in the heads of Pascal.
This is worse off. You cannot be that brilliant saving balls and you are so poor with your decisions. And nobody's talking to him about it. This is really uncalled for. Look at what you're doing. Like a player who has a spell.
And you wonder if his team is 2 or 3 goals up.
You have to check the scoreline again, exactly. This is the best time to bring it up.
15 more minutes left to normal time. First Bank FC 0, Abakaliki FC 0. Pascal called into action a couple of times in this second 45. Tochukwu this time will take the throw. A quick substitution from the visitors before the throw, and now the throw comes in. Paulo Gunkoya connected with the header. Acrobatic clearance from Joseph. Struggling to keep hold of possession. The visitors. Makes you wonder, where was this First Bank side or first 45? But they need to be careful. Confirmation of that change for Abakaliki FC. Adekunle Ayobami subbed on for Ugochukwu.
We talked about him earlier being silent on the pitch, so it's not a surprise that we saw that substitution come on. That substitution being made, actually. It was long overdue. There was something that needed to be done. And the away side are still pushing.
Oh, the smell blood.
So much animation on the bench and for First Bank.
You can see that something is telling them that this game is there for the taking. Rash challenge there.
A dicey one. He actually got the ball. But I think the referee was right. He got the ball, but went in there with a kick, and I think there was even another contact with his knee while he was on the ground.
Ozuribo Joseph is the player who stayed down. At first glance, when you look at these challenges, you get scared a little bit, but you get delighted when these players are able to get themselves back up to continue. Pass too heavy. Still awaiting the very first goal in this fixture. A draw for Abakaliki FC will see them remain in third position, which is why they need to go for the jugular into the final 10 minutes of this fixture. It's a promotion chasing team. These are the sort of fixtures that they should be claiming maximum points from. You travel to a side bottom of the log, you are definitely going for maximum points. So a draw might just be a little setback for this Abakaliki FC side. So it's a game they should definitely be winning. No disrespect to First Bank FC, but boy oh boy, they've really showed heart in this second 45. They've had the better chances, they've had more of the ball. And now they have another free kick in a promising position.
You just wonder why there is no goal in this game, especially on the side of First Bank where they've created the best of chances. And the goalkeeper on your screen is Pascal Eluchuku, the one who has really made some great saves, but at the same time has almost become the villain for the away side. Reminds you of Stanley Wabali and what he does and those antics. I think it's just extreme sometimes when goalkeepers do these things.
Free kick taking shots, chance for the strike from Monday. It was tame in the end. An easy catch for Pascal.
Almost making a mistake right there in his clearance. The player was just behind him, would have stolen the ball easily, but was wise to get the ball back to his hands again. And it looks like Abakaliki have lost clues on how to get the balls into the final third. No attack is connecting. Their passes have been poor, and First Bank are winning it easily back to themselves.
Dink ball from Monday Emmanuel. Recovery from Malo Friday. Just preventing that one to safety. Substitution for First Bank. Akor Stephen will be getting a taste of the action. Coming on to replace a player who was substituted. Idiberu Rory, who won the corner before being taken off. Well, just been consoled by his teammates. I mean, as a footballer, you get subbed on and get subbed off eventually. It's not something you would want to see. Gonna taking a chance for the glancing header from Paul Ogunkoya. Got a slight touch. Oh, that was a chance for Paul Ogunkoya from that header. I just want you to touch light on Brody, the man who made way. And as a footballer, you wonder how you're supposed to take that, called on to help the team, and eventually being taken off. Another header this time from Paulo Gunkoya. This time he was very weak. And Pascal made it easy.
Took it easy and sold that one. You asked the question, Manny. Brody was taken off, and it should be very painful to him. Sometimes you get on a game and you don't get it right. I've had this experience before. Got on a game and I was really anxious, playing the wrong position actually, and my coach told me, be calm. I went in there and picked up a yellow card, and not long after that I was taken off again. But I sat down there and learned. One thing I understand is once a person who is brought on for my replacement is better than I am, I think I should learn from what the person is doing on that position and just enjoy the game and not see my coach like one who hates me. For him to have brought me on, he wanted me to do something, and if I had gotten it right, he wouldn't take me off. So for Brody, he just has to take it in good faith and learn from what must have happened, because you hardly saw him in that game since he came on. There was a need, and they need to get the victory. It's all for the team to stay right here.
Yes, Paulo Gunkoya with the strike. Another save from Pascal. How have they not broken the deadlock?
It was a team strike actually, Manny. Stephen Akol waiting for that one. Maybe he was offside, but not so sure. He was waiting to just pounce on what Paulo Gunkoya hit right there. But this is just football for you. Brilliant brilliant turn from that man, Paul. He's been instrumental in this game. That's why he's not taking off. He still has that chance of being the man who will get the goal for them. He's gotten a couple of chances to break the deadlock, but the best one actually came earlier in the first half. Unfortunately, he couldn't do so much with it.
I'll call Stephen in the box, waiting for the pass, but Salahuddin trying to weave his magic past some couple of blue shirts, but given away cheaply. The standard cross comes in for Akol. Stephen has got the height. Pascal this time will come out to claim. Well, Akol has got height, so you wonder if he's been brought on for those aerial balls.
Now you see what I'm talking about. There was a reason for the coach who brought him on, and it's for the team. It's a win-win situation if they get the victory. Brurier will also celebrate from the bench, unless he has a case of insecurity or envy, which you don't want to see in a situation like this as a professional football player. It happens to the biggest of players. And if you're getting to that height, it doesn't mean you're the worst of players. It's just the time. You could see the same man next season and he's on that height. So I've seen this happen. I would have brought a case of basketball into this. A man called Abba was on the bench for Rivers Hoopers. The same Rivers Hoopers who have played in the Basketball Africa League back-to-back seasons. All of a sudden, he goes on to Marktown Flyers, the ones we still call Lagos Legends for now until their names are completely changed. And he won them the league title, beating the same Rivers Hoopers to win the title for them. So sometimes you're on the bench, you don't know what you are doing, you're learning from the situation. You're understanding the game better, and once given the opportunity, you explode. So maybe for Brurier, he will just take it in good faith, like I mentioned. It's not the first time it's happening, and will not be the last time. Positions really matter, and maybe the referee and the coach has seen the game from a different angle and wants something to turn around.
Delany, we've barely seen him all second 45. The man in goal for First Bank. We've clearly seen more of Pascal for the Rice Boys. But this man has got some talking to do to his side. The head coach, Stavros Izrikim Anista. Or Coach Adeshina rather, we were pleased with what he's seen from his team in the second 45. I'm hoping to get a taste of the final few minutes. The reserve goalkeeper for Abakaliki FC. Sometimes we've seen the situations, goalkeeper being called to warm up, but eventually they don't get to enter the fray.
You just wonder what happened to Pascal himself. But at least he's gotten attention of the medics. But I know the referee would not joke with his time that was wasted. And sometimes you even get more time added. These are things some of the players don't understand. But he has reduced the intensity
from First Bank on them. I think that's what he's trying to do, but I don't think First Bank has changed at any point at what they've been putting into the game. So he should be ready for more to happen.
Interesting to see how much of added time will be given in this game. Three more minutes, or make that 2.5 left to play. Left to no more time, rather. 2.5 minutes plus added time. Still enough time for a goal to happen in a game of football.
Even 3 goals. I always use this example. I saw a game between Reading and Bolton a long time ago. Can't remember the season exactly. It was a 1-0 lead for Bolton in the 89th minute. And Reading won that game by 3-1. So this is enough time to score goals. We've seen some crazy games this season where 3 goals came on even within 3 minutes. Maybe not in the dying embers, but at this point, just 1 goal turns the game around. And it could come from First Bank or Abakaliki FC. But it's looking more like a First Bank goal, even though Abakaliki have something to offer with this throw-in from Hamzat.
Hamzat Sharif with another long throw in the box. Ibrahim Owolabi was there to repel the danger, and he has been fouled in the process. Free kick for First Bank. Time running out for either side to pick maximum points from this game. A heavy touch from Paul Ogunkoya. Possession to Adelani. Played it long, looking for Arco Steven. Got the fleek. Strong challenge there from Ibrahim Owolabi, but play on, says the referee. Tackles flying in now. Crucial time in this game, crucial moment. You don't want to concede a goal at this stage of a football game. The cross comes into the box. Paul Ogunkoya got the header. Was cleared by Sharif. Now on the break, Abakaliki FC one-on-one with Ibrahim Owolabi. The pass just kept alive. Can they take advantage of this one? Great sliding challenge there. And that's a corner for the visitors. 5 minutes of added time. 90 minutes of action here at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena. And we've got 5 minutes of added time left to play. Will the all-crucial goal come from this corner kick? An outswinger hit with venom, a chance for the header, the save from Adelani. Well, looks like it came off his player. Well, he's not been called into action for much of the second 45, but for the very first time, well, it was a scuffed header.
Looks like his player almost put that one in the back of the net. Not so certain Adelani was called to action, but made sure he wasn't sleeping at any point, even if he's not done so much in this second half. Good save, actually.
Another corner comes in. It's a goal kick this time, the final touch coming off the head.
I must go back to that goalkeeping again from that man, Adelani. That was some excellent goalkeeping. Positioning was key, timing and confidence all in one moment showed in that save. Kudos to him, making sure that all the efforts of First Bank are not wasted, because if they get one goal back at the KFC, all that First Bank has put into this game will be wasted, and it will be a shame.
And I think the assistant coaches have to be called to order. They are moving out of their frame, looking like they want to go take the throws by themselves.
Interesting to see Paul Ogunkoya this time on throwing duties.
If the goal is not coming, let me make an assist through the throw.
Awolabi sends the cross in, this time headed out. Mounting one last minute pressure. Oh, nicely done there by Yakubu. It's found Monday. Oh, the pass from Monday was intercepted. Anyway, we'll do the clearance from Abakaliki FC. Just trying to hold on now. The pass from Ibrahim Awolabi. This time they cut back from Paul Ogunkoya, looking for Yakubu, who just couldn't read the minds of his number 9. Three minutes of added time. 3 minutes off the 5 played. 2 more minutes left.
It's really getting hotter. And there was some beautiful defending also from the left back for Abakaliki FC. That man was so composed in that situation.
Could this be the moment for the Elephant Boys? Here's Paul Ogunkoya waiting for options. He's found one in Tochukwu. The cross from Tochukwu headed out by Sharif. And the heavy touch there, just giving away possession easily from Abdurrahman Adam. Frinkman spotted, free kick taken quickly. The referee has waved play on Akko Steven, has found Monday, and now possession on the right hand side. Can they make this one count? A chance on the pen, the strike comes in, the goalkeeper rooted to his spot. Well, he felt he had that one covered, but what an audacious attempt from Miracle, just couldn't hit the target.
Miracle Okpaise almost getting that one. Couple of fans were already screaming his name in the first half. Bring on Miracle. Now you see why he was needed. He's been silent all game, but that was not a call. It was a straight strike. If that had just called a beat, would I be talking about the first goal? Completely beating the goalkeeper, Pascal Elochukwu. What a strike that was from the man who would have just maybe won the man of the match if he had scored that ball in that situation.
Pascal with a smile in the end, pretty much feeling he had that one covered. Could this be the moment for Abakaliki FC? A scuffed attempt at goal there.
And you just wonder if they were told to hit the ball's team when they get to the final third.
Into the final few seconds of this game, you can say it is 5 minutes of added time done and dusted, and the referee has called for the full-time whistle in a game that had everything but the goals. He had all the drama. He had all the entertainment. And our center referee has pretty much been at the center of it all. Awoyinka Deji from Kwara State. So much involved in this game. Abakaliki FC had the better of the first half. A game of 2 halves, you want to say, but the Elephant Boys did all they could in the second 45. Just couldn't get the breakthrough.
They couldn't just get the breakthrough, and it was a painful one for them. First Bank really came into this game with that heart of wanting to get a victory. They played like lions. They fought all through, but in the end, it ends level. Both sides can take positives, but they will also feel they left something out there. Paul Ogunkoya, I'm not sure, is going to forgive himself and for that miss. Paul Ogunkoya actually. And that was a hard-fought tactical contest. Nigerian football at its most disciplined, at least, even after 1 hour plus wasted. Credit to both teams for the fight, the structure, and the respect for the game. Interesting one, I tell you. And we're just looking forward to even see more.
Well, it's been a beautiful game of football, and here's a Man of the Match award. It's gone to your man, Pascal Elochukwu. He made some brilliant saves, no doubt, in this game.
No doubt.
But I mean, maybe some fine-tuning as far as the game is concerned to his approach to some situations.
Like someone would say, was still Stanley Wabalish in that sense. Time wasting in Nigerian football has to be cancelled. But good kudos to him. He made this game what it was. First Bank could have won this game comfortably in the second half.
An interesting game of football has come to a close. Surely the fans here have enjoyed every bit of the action, but they couldn't get a goal to celebrate. Well, this game has been entertaining. As far as the result is concerned, it had no bearings on the league standings. Abakaliki FC remained third on the log. First Bank remained rock bottom. Full-time score at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena. After 90 plus 5 at a time, it is First Bank FC 0, Abakaliki FC 0.
Madam Media. You don't go be friend again. You don't be friend. Okay. You don't go be friend. No worry. My home. I don't tell you everything.
Well, in case you missed the entirety of the action, we've got some of the highlights for you. Well, it was a game that had all the goal malfunction, but the goals. But this is the high points from the second 45. And after Abakaliki FC had the better of the first half, First Bank FC had it all to play for in the second 45. That was a glorious chance for Paul Ogunkoya. Played through on goal, timed his run to perfection, stayed onside, but denied by the man who eventually got the man of the match award, Pascal. He lost his footing while coming forward, but was able to make the save. And then the resulting claim led to a free kick for the Elephant boys. Paul Ogunkoya, former Ikorodu City man, familiar in this terrain, just couldn't give his side the lead. Another strike this time from the man donning the number 6 jersey, Abdurrahman Adams. Just couldn't make that one count. So many goal mouth action in the second 45. Paul Ogunkoya at the heart of it all. And then in another time, that rare chance for Abakaliki FC. Adelani called interaction to make that save. A bit of a scramble there in the box, but doing all he can to maintain the clean sheets for his side. What a game this is. 5 minutes of added time. You could see the reactions when that one refused to go in from the defense, and this was the final moments. Great strike from Miracle Baise, who just couldn't hit that one on target. Took it to his favorite left foot, walked the angle to perfection, but all that was lacking was the precision on the strike. You could see Miracle hitting the turf in disappointment. The fans thought that one had scored into the top right corner of Pascal's goal, but inches wide, not too far away. And that was the chance at the dying stages of this game. And after 5 minutes of added time, the man of the moment, center referee Awoyinka Deji, called for the full-time whistle. Both set of players down on the turf after giving their all in this match day 11 encounter. Abakaliki FC will be going back to Ebonyi State with just a point. As for First Bank, they stay rooted in the bottom of the log. Well, after 90 minutes of action, no goals to bring you in this pulsating match day 11 clash right here at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena. Once again, full-time score, First Bank FC 0, Abakaliki FC 0. Remember, we've got an interesting game to come your way tomorrow. Inter Lagos taking on Crown FC right here at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena. My name is Emmanuel Sebastian. I've done this alongside my co-commentator Azubike Onicha. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye-bye.
What we do at Team 33, it's not just a business. There is power in being able to capture stories.